Introduction: Why this lifestyle? It didn't happen overnight. The idea of giving up square footage on purpose used to feel like moving backward. Homes were once a badge of progress. Bigger meant better, and it often took a lifetime to climb the ladder from starter home to forever home. But something shifted. Slowly at first, and then quite noticeably, the edges of that dream softened. The appeal of smaller, simpler living began to grow. Not just among 20-somethings chasing Instagram-worthy adventures, but among people with decades of life experience who knew exactly what they did and didn't want from their days. It turns out less can feel a lot like freedom. Many older adults are discovering that you don't need a mortgage, guest rooms, or a lawn to be happy. You don't need a 3-car garage to feel safe. And you certainly don't need to live in the same place you've always lived, just because it's what you've always done. When the kids are grown, the calendar is finally yours, and the question shifts from "what do I have to do today" to "what do I want to do today?" That's when tiny living begins to look less like a sacrifice and more like a doorway. There's a practical appeal, of course. Fewer rooms mean less cleaning. Less stuff means less organizing. A smaller home costs less to heat and cool. But those are just the surface reasons people start to look into RVs and tiny homes. The deeper draw is something you might not fully appreciate until you're in it: the mental lightness that comes from streamlining your life. You'd be surprised how many people say they breathe easier the first time they step into a well-designed, tiny space. Not because it's glamorous. Not because it's trendy. But because it feels manageable. In a world that has felt anything but manageable in recent years, that's no small thing. Then there's the sense of control. Life has a way of piling on obligations. Mortgages, maintenance, bills, taxes, clutter, all of it adds up. For many retirees, those things start to feel more like burdens than responsibilities. You might ask yourself, why am I still paying to heat and cool rooms I no longer use? Or, why am I spending my weekends mowing the lawn when I'd rather be with my grandkids or out on the road? Choosing a tiny home or RV isn't about giving up, it's about reclaiming. Reclaiming time. Reclaiming peace. Reclaiming a sense of ownership over your life's direction. There's also a deeply personal motivation for many. Downsizing in any form forces you to evaluate what really matters to you. What stays? What goes? What deserves space in your life, physically and emotionally, and what doesn't? These aren't just questions about furniture or keepsakes. They're questions about identity, priorities, and purpose.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?